Hey guys, it's Hi here and welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I upload next, which is every Monday and Friday. So I know I've been away for a while. I just needed to take a break to focus on my thoughts, and I've also been really busy working on a few things. But now I'm back and I thought, what a better way to come back than show you guys what's on my phone. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. So here is my phone. It is an LG K8 2017. And I'm going to be showing you guys what's on it. But before we do, I'm just gonna share my thoughts on it. So this is an Android phone, and honestly, I'm really not that impressed with it. The camera quality isn't really that good, and it barely has any storage. It's got like 16 gigabytes, which if you think about it is not that much. And it's also really slow operating. I've only had it for about 2 years now and it's incredibly slow. Yeah, so I'm probably going to get a new one soon, but for now I'm just going to stick with this. So yeah, so now I'm going to share with you guys what's on it. So the screen is cracked, unfortunately, but yeah, so this is the lock screen, and I've got a photo of my chickens on it, and there are many people that I know that have like photos of their dogs on it. So I don't have a dog, but I thought, well, I want to have a photo of my pets on my lock screen, so I did. I have a photo of my chickens on it. So now let's get into the apps that are on my phone. Okay, so this is my home screen. The wallpaper is just one that I found in settings of a mountain near a house. Like nothing too fancy, but I like it. So anyways, now these are the apps that I've got. So first is like the little menu tray where it has all my apps plus the essentials that I don't want to show on home screen. So you know, you've got your basic, your calendar, calculator, clock, contacts, downloads, Google Drive, Google Duo, email, file manager, FM radio, Google Maps, Google Photos, Google Play Movies and TV, and Google Play Music, the SIM toolkit, and your sound recorder. So yeah, those are just like the basic apps that I don't like to have on my home screen, that are just in my menu tray. But now we're going to go into more detail on the apps that I do own. So the first one here, we've got Boost Mobile. That's where I get, you know, my data from. That's the place where my data plan is. My data plan is a Telstra 3G plan, but I get rollover data sometimes, so I have a lot more of that. I don't actually know how much data I have right now, to be honest. Then you've got your just Gmail there, and where all my mail comes from. But recently it's been taking forever to load the mailbox, so I might have to fix that and look into that, or it's just being really slow running like the rest of my phone is. And then we've got my settings app, just your general setting stuff, you know about that. And then your yellow things, just messages, and then this is where you make phone calls. So then here we've got the Google Play Store. It says I have a notification, but I've already dismissed the notification, but it's still coming up there, so I'm not sure what to do about that. But I really have no idea what to do about that. And that's just the place where I get all my games and apps from. Of course, there's the essential, the camera. We take photos and stuff, and the camera quality really isn't that good. I do have it like this because the lighting is really terrible in my house. So yeah, that's why I've got it like this, to make it as bright, as good of a lighting as I can. Although I do have studio lights on right now. But anyways, and then there's my gallery of just basic stuff of my cameras, need camera roll. So then we've got Fitbit, which is just like, you know, my Fitbit here. It's for my Fitbit. So it keeps track of the amount of steps I do, but recently it hasn't been syncing well with my phone and it takes forever to load. So yeah, I don't know if that's just on my phone or if it's happening with everyone else there. I really don't know. So then we've got Google here, where it's got Google Chrome, Google Weather, Google Docs, and then Duo, movies and TV, music. And then there's like Google. It's like Chrome, but like you just go, okay Google. I really don't like to use it because it just takes forever to load. But yeah, and I've got Google Docs there because it's so much easier than just going onto Word. I've got Heads and Tails, which is like a little coin toss app, and I use a lot when I'm in restaurants and I'm tossing between two things and I don't know what to have, so I use a coin toss. If it's heads, it'll be one thing, if it's tails, it's the other. So and we land on tails. Yes. YouTube there. WhatsApp I don't really use that often. I occasionally use it to message people, but I usually just go into my messages. I've got Spotify here where I listen to music. I'm sure you know what Spotify is. I listen to my playlist and then the running playlist whenever I go running. Got Instagram right here. If you want to follow me, my username is HelloMark. I'll leave it in the description below. And then we've got Snapchat, which also has 3 notifications, but it really doesn't, and I don't know how to fix that, so I've been having to live with that for a couple months now. Yeah, and if you want to add me on Snapchat, my username is stuffmark589. Interesting username. I'll leave it in the description below. I've got Pokemon Go. I don't really use it that much, but I installed it because, I don't know, I felt like playing Pokemon Go. And yeah, I just have it, but I barely use it. So the next app that I've got is Flipperclip, and this is like a really cool animation app where you make animations on, and like it's good, but I mess up so many times with my animations. I'm really not good at animating, and so I'm usually just go, nah, this isn't working out, I'm gonna restart. So that's why I don't have any projects or movies. So yeah, but I will make the perfect animation one day. I will. And next we've got Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. You know, Animal Crossing's just been like the new trend somehow. But yeah, we've got Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, which I've recently been loving. And then we've got Messenger, which I also used for mainly texting stuff. But I've got Messenger on my phone, but I don't have Facebook. Is that weird? I just use Facebook on my computer because the phone has such low storage. That is why I don't have Facebook on my phone. I just have Messenger. I don't really use Facebook that often, to be honest. Or Messenger. I just use messages or Snapchat or WhatsApp or whatever. Or Messenger. I don't know. I don't text people that often. Yeah, so the next app that we've got is Duolingo, and it's like a little language learning app with a little owl, and also that has a notification glitch as well. I am learning Spanish on it because I don't know, I've always been really obsessed in the language of Spanish. I'm not very consistent with my streak. See, 0-day streak. I'm not very consistent with my streak, but yeah, I do love learning Spanish on Duolingo, and yeah, so I just need to strengthen a few skills right there. They seem to have broken a bit there. Yes. And then I've got Yelp, which like no one uses nowadays, but you know, it's good to use if, you know, I want to review a place that I've been to. yeah, it's always good to leave reviews places. I've got Runkeeper, which is the app I use for running, to help, you know, track my time on it, track my running time. Yeah, it's a really good app. If you do running, I strongly recommend Runkeeper. I've got Clash of Clans. It's a really cool game. I don't usually play games on my phone that often. I usually just play games on my phone if I have spare time or something, or if I don't have to do anything, in my schedule. I just play games or watch videos. Yeah, I've got Clash of Clans there, and then we've got my little screen recorder. That's what this little thing in the top bar is. It's my screen recorder, because there's no screen recording function on these types of phones, which is why I don't like it. So I don't have to install a separate app to it. And then the last app that I've got is PixArt, which is like a photography or video editing app where you edit pictures on. And yeah, like, I don't really use all the apps on my phone like that often. Like, I don't really use my phone that often. I use it about like once a day or so, because like it's such low storage and it's so slow operating. I usually just do everything on my computer. But yeah, I've got PixArt in case I want to edit any photos or videos on here. But yeah, so that is it for what's on my phone. Yeah, so I don't have that much stuff on it because of such low storage of my phone. But yeah, that's basically it, what's on my phone. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to comment down below what other types of videos you want me to do on this channel. I'm finally back to making videos again. So excited. So, till next time, in my next video, I shall see you then. Goodbye.